coverage on RFD TV is brought to you by Rural Heritage Magazine, borrowing from yesterday to do the work of today. For subscription information, please call 319-362-3027 or order online at www.ruralheritage.com.
We started this project with the landowner had two basic goals. One is that he wanted to use material from his land to build his, he's going to build a timber frame barn, and he's going to build a small cabin actually right in the spot I'm standing here. And because of the remoteness, it just made sense to cut the timber here and process it here so that he could work on that project. And we're going to be involved in that throughout too. What I'm trying to do as we're cutting is I'm trying to balance his building needs and the materials he needs for that, along with keeping a balance in the forest and trying to maintain what he's got here. And he's got some fantastic white pine. From a forestry standpoint, I want to leave some white pine here, some of the big majestic white pines for seed. It's got good genetics. The other is we want to open it up so there's enough sun so we can get some white pine to grow and get more diversity in our young stock. This is the ultimate in low impact and lessening your footprint. One is we're using the horses to the log, so that has minimal damage compared to anything else. We're not using gas. You know, there's all kinds of reasons for horses. Second is we're sawing on site. It just makes sense that if you can process it on site, you're dropping your transportation costs, lessening your footprint. And what's even better than that is when you saw it on site and then you build something out of it, which is what we plan to do here. So this is about as efficient a use of materials as you're ever going to get right here. We've got the trail coming right on down through here, so we'll drop. Let me see your axe. We're going to drop this white pine right through there. So before we do, so we don't have any spring poles, Logan's going to cut a few of these trees so just to make a hole for us to go in. So I'd say so, you know, knock that spruce. I'd say about a foot to the right of that spruce. See, I'm looking at how much damage we're going to do to residuals when we're dropping it.
Right, right.
And that gives us, maybe you could even go 3 feet, 2 feet on the right side of the spruce. Watch limbs coming. Good. Right where you wanted her.
Right where I wanted her.
Good man. All right.
I'm sure it's going to be cut at 17 then.
Cut it at 17. Before you cut it on the second log, set the chain on the second log so you don't stuff in the snow and then you're fighting to...
Right.
All right, watch them. Ho, ho, ho. Travis, come on, hook, so. All right, you ready? There we go. Yeah, terrible. All right, come on, get up. Come on. Rosie, get up there. Oh, we don't have much room to zigzag there, kiddos. Come on. Good boy. Good boy. Oh. Come on. Come on. Good boy. Come on. I gotta work together. Oh. Come on. Come on, Travis. Come on. Good boy. You're not trying. Get up there. Gee. Gee. Walk. Easy. Easy. Good boy, Travis. Good boy. Good boy. Hard work, ain't it? Come on. What'd you get stuck? What happened? Travis. Come on. Come on. Come on, Travis. Get up there. One of the things that I hear a lot from people is, oh, that's dangerous, what you're doing is dangerous, and that's true, it is. Everything we do here is dangerous, so what I try and do is assess the dangers and weigh out what my options are. And one of the things that is the most dangerous is getting overtired and wearing yourself down to the point where you're tripping, stumbling, and that's when the accidents happen. So I try to conserve as much energy as possible. And when you're going back up the steep grade like this, 50 trips a day like this will kill you. So to try and conserve energy, what I do is ride the evener up. So what I do is drive with my left hand and then grab the britchin with my other hand, and then we stand on the evener and go up. Now this is after I've run a trail like this about 50 times where I know where the rocks are and I know where the divots are and so forth. I'd never do this on a fresh trail. Come on. The other thing is to keep your horses slow. Come on. Don't let them run on you going up the hill. Horses like to run up hills. It gives them a sense of security when they can run. Just make them walk you up. The other thing it does is it smooths the trail out. I think we'll take this one next here. What I was thinking about was I'll take that log out with the team. And if we put this one right across the stump of that one,
Okay.
but before you do, cut that stump down
Lower.
because it'll blow the tree up if it hits it.
Oh, I see. Yep, yep.
So it, you know, it'll snap it if it hits
Sure.
that stump. So get that stump a little lower.
Okay.
Yeah, and these are close enough together where one can go and one can stay. So I haven't been back in around the trail there to see what's.
We were making our way down there and then we went to lunch.
Yeah, I see there's two pretty good sized white pine back in there. They look like they could come too.
The reason I cut the bottom off like this, the trunk, is so we can get more of the wood. We can save more of the wood in the tree. Cut it off like that, then we can cut our wedge lower, and produce more wood. Going. Here goes. Nicely done, Logan. I missed the damn stump I was aiming for.
we're going to buck this, and it's sitting up, so there's stress in the wood. The butt is sitting on the stump, and the top end is propped up with the branches and brush. So basically, as we cut, it's going to put pressure, downward pressure in the log. So the idea is to cut it without pinching the saw. So ideally, what I want to do is I'll start here and I'll work the opposite side and I'll bring it through. Then I'll come on top and I'll cut down about 1/3 of the way. And I watch the opening, and the minute I start seeing the opening move, I pull my saw out, or with the log this big, I might just bring it down and score this side, come up underneath, and then finish my cut out. And lift my cut up. So as I'm lifting up, the log starts settling and dropping until it releases. We'll try that. Now, especially with pine, you've got branches and stuff that you don't see. And so sometimes there's tension within the log that you just can't see it. And so it'll bind your saw, grab your saw before you know what's going on, and then you got to fight to get it out. But that's the basics, is understanding where your compression is, where your tension is, and how to work through that. So we'll give that a shot and see what happens here. There, went just like we planned. Hey, you know, before you do that, let me see that saw.
Oh, you gonna straighten that up a little bit?
Yeah, I want to address it. Thought you'd like it. See, it makes it easier in the mill when he lays it in for scoring it up if you address the butt.
Sure.
And then if you cut that hinge off like that, they don't catch on the rocks and stuff as easy when you're skidding. Oh, back up.
We're good.
Okay.
So you're hooking the chain so it starts it underneath and pulls it up and around.
It'll roll like a wheel. And then hop over the stump, and then once we get it somewhat up in that direction, then I'll back up and reset the chain. Good boy. Good boy. Gee. Gee. Oh man, we're so close. So close. Come on. There you go. Get up there. Pat, Kyle. Pat, Kyle, get up there.
This program is available for purchase on DVD and VHS. To order your copy, please call 319-362-3027 or visit www.ruralheritage.com. This program is made possible by your continued subscription to Rural Heritage Magazine, a bi-monthly journal featuring a wide array of articles to suit both the novice and expert teamster. From ideas on new techniques to the latest in equipment advances, Rural Heritage is the indispensable tool for every logger and farmer making a living or just having fun with draft animals. Also, don't miss our extensive collection of books and DVDs covering everything from driving mules to logging with horses to training oxen. To subscribe, call 319-362-3027 or order online at www.ruralheritage.com.
The end.